Hello! Welcome back to Juniper Doe Studio. I had this little linoleum block on hand and I wasn't sure what to do with it. Then, just the other night, I was feeling inspired by the luck of the horseshoe. And while working on this block print, I began to wonder, what makes horseshoes so lucky? Now, I will admit, growing up, I was a horse girl. Every single year for my birthday or for Christmas, whenever I was asked, what would you like? The answer was always a horse. And, of course I never got one. We didn't have the money or the space for a horse, but it was always my answer. In elementary school, me and my friends played horses a lot on the playground. And I mean, like, full-on galloping and picking and chewing on tall grass. I had horse toys and books and puzzles and posters. I was all about horses all of the time. I thought anything horse-related was just the bee's knees. I remember one year, actually, my brother had found a horseshoe and he gave it to me as a gift, and I was so excited. I thought it was just so cool. And to me, horses have always seemed magical, I guess. So fast forwarding to the other night, when I was working on this block print, I wondered, what makes horseshoes so lucky? Where did this come from? Has that always been the case? And upon my research, I discovered that this idea of horseshoes being lucky actually dates back way further than I would have imagined. And I found it to have quite a rich history, and one that I felt even more connected to than I would have imagined. And I want to talk about what I discovered in part 2, because I don't have enough time here in this short, but I hope you'll come back, and I hope that not only will you get to see how this block print turns out, but we can chat about the history of the horseshoe, why it's considered lucky, and you can see how this horseshoe looks printed out. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you'll subscribe and follow along, and we can talk about history and mythology and folklore together, because besides art, I think all of those things are super cool, and you might find them interesting too, so let me know what you think.